The Last Judgment Bible Story for Kids. Introduction: Understanding God's Final Decision. The Last Judgment is a powerful and important story from the Bible, found in the book of Matthew, chapter 25. It tells us about a time when Jesus will return to earth and judge all people based on how they treated others. While it might sound a bit scary, it's ultimately a story about love, kindness, and the importance of helping those in need. Let's explore this story together in a way that's easy for kids to understand. What is the Last Judgment? The Last Judgment is a future event described in the Bible, where Jesus Christ, when he returns to earth, will separate all people into two groups, like a shepherd separating sheep from goats. This judgment is based on how people lived their lives, specifically how they showed love and kindness to others. When will it happen? The Bible doesn't tell us exactly when the Last Judgment will happen. It reminds us to always be ready and to live our lives in a way that pleases God, who will be judged. Everyone who has ever lived will be judged by Jesus. How will the judgment happen? Jesus will use a standard of love and compassion to determine who has followed God's ways. The story of the sheep and the goats. In Matthew 25 to 3146, Jesus tells a parable, a story, with a deeper meaning about the sheep and the goats. Here's a simplified version. The king's arrival. Jesus, the king, will sit on his glorious throne. Separation. All the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate the people as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. The sheep on the right, the king will say to those on his right, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father. Take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world." Why the sheep are blessed? Because when Jesus was hungry, they gave him food. When he was thirsty, they gave him drink. When he was a stranger, they invited him in. When he was naked, they clothed him. When he was sick, they looked after him. When he was in prison, they visited him. The sheep's question the righteous will ask, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you?" The king's answer. The king will reply, "Truly, I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." The goats on the left. Then the king will say to those on his left, "Depart from me, you who are cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels." Why the goats are cursed? Because when Jesus was hungry, they didn't give him food when he was thirsty. They didn't give him drink when he was a stranger. They didn't invite him in when he was naked. They didn't clothe him when he was sick or in prison. They didn't look after him. The goats question they will also ask, "Lord, when did we see you hungry or thirsty, or a stranger or needing clothes, or sick or in prison, and did not help you?" The king's answer. The king will reply, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did not do for one of the least of these, you did not do for me." The final outcome, then they will go away to eternal punishment, but the righteous to eternal life. What does this story teach us? This story teaches us important lessons about how we should live our lives. Love and kindness. God cares about how we treat others, especially those who are in need. Helping others, helping those who are hungry, thirsty, sick, or in prison is like helping Jesus himself. Being compassionate. We should be compassionate and caring towards everyone, regardless of who they are. Actions matter. Our actions speak louder than words. Showing love through our deeds is what truly matters to God. Serving others is a way of serving God. How can kids show love and kindness? Even kids can show love and kindness in many ways. Share your toys or snacks with friends or siblings. Help your parents with chores, or help a friend with their homework. Visit elderly neighbors or friends who are sick. Donate old clothes or toys to those in need. Being kind, be kind and respectful to everyone, even those who are different from you. Volunteer at a local soup kitchen or animal shelter with your parents. Conclusion: living a life of love. The Last Judgment reminds us that God sees everything we do and that He values love and kindness above all else. By showing love and compassion to others, we are showing love to God. Even small acts of kindness can make a big difference. Let's strive to live our lives in a way that pleases God and brings joy to others.